Welcome to Reaper Life 2, Episode 1. Wow, I can't believe we made it. We have been looking forward to doing this project ever since the first series. We had so much fun during that first series that we knew we wanted to do Reaper Life 2 before the first series even ended. And I know that there are many fans of the original series that have been looking forward to Reaper Life 2 as well. We are really excited to be sharing this with you. So what's this series going to be about? In so many ways, it's going to be just like the first series, except now you're going to kind of see our progress about 9 months later. Reaper Life 1 was last summer, and here we are, May 2018. Reaper mode's been out for a little over a year, and we've got a lot more past lives, we got a lot more Reaper points, etc. In the trailer, it said 1,000 skulls. And that was kind of a play off of the original trailer, which said, for Reaper Life 1, which said 1,000 deaths, which was just poking fun at the fact that we would be dying a lot. And we're going to be dying a lot in this series, too. You're going to see me die a whole bunch, including right here in Episode 1, I die quite a few times. But 1,000 skulls is kind of a play off that, where we are challenging ourselves to reach 1,000 skulls worth of quests by the time we hit level 20 without banking against level. You know, if you were just going to bank against level and just not get any regular XP, it would be very easy to get 1,000 skulls because you could just keep running all the quests. Well, we're not going to bank against level. And so it's not only challenging us, but it's also pushing us. It's going to have that effect of always being there, knowing we have to reach our 1,000 skulls or try to. So when we're deciding what difficulty we want to do a quest on, we can't just rest on our laurels and go, oh, let's just do R6 or let's just do R7, because if we do that too many times, we're not going to reach our 1,000 skulls. So that's just a fun little challenge we're putting in there for us. And every episode I'm going to be listing in the credits what quests we did and what difficulty we did them on for that level. And then I'm also going to be indicating what our total skulls are up to that point. So we got some new members. We have 4 returning members of the Reaper Life 1 crew: myself, Nimvind, Little Mama, and Ina Murata. And if you watch the first series, well, you already know those guys. I'll just say a few words because I want, in this series, part of it is, for you guys to get to know us, who we are, what our capabilities are, what our skill level is, what our builds are, and what our tunes are made of in terms of past lives and stuff. So if you're newer to my channel and you don't know me, I'm a long-time lover of DDO. I've been playing this game for over 8 years, but I'm not a power gamer. Like, I don't play like top-end min-max kinds of builds. Like, I play like more balanced niche builds. And that's just what I like to play. And for me, part of the challenge is, like this tune that I play now, that's going to be in Reaper Life 2, my druid I call it a caster healer quasi tank. It's not a true tank. It doesn't have the numbers that a true like paladin or stalwart defender would have. But I enjoy the challenge of trying to see what I can accomplish in terms of like tanking and stuff on a druid. It's a non-traditional role for like a caster druid. But it's a lot of fun to try to push the limits and see what I can make this tune do. So that's where the fun is for me. But like so many of us, after you've been playing this game this long, a giant part, perhaps more than half of it, that's keeping me in this game after so many years is the people, my friends, my guildies. I love my guildies, and I love all the members of Reaper Life 2. These are all my guildies. Moving on to Nimvind, who's the class clown of the group. And I know he was a fan favorite from the first series. He's always making ridiculous comments. He's a really good player. In Reaper Life 1, he had just come back from a really long, maybe like a 3-year break from the game. but he's been playing solidly ever since. In fact, I've run something like 20, 22 lives since Reaper Life 1, all racials. And Nimvin has run every single one of them with me, except for one. He had kind of a hell week with a bad girlfriend, and we didn't run that life together. But other than that one life, we've run every single life together since then. And let's see, then there's Little Mama, and she also had, right before Reaper Life 1, come back from a long break, but she's been playing continuously ever since. She's run, I would say, about half the time, about half of the time of these last 2022 lives since Reaper Life 1. She doesn't play as much as like me and Nimbin, and so a lot of times we'll out-level her, and she'll just sort of run with us when she has a tune in range. Nimbin's really the only one from the first crew where I've been running like 1 to 20 every single time. And Little Mama's come a long way since Reaper Life 1. She, like I said, she was just coming back, and since then, she has built up a modest collection of past lives. She's built up some Reaper points on her tune. And she's done a lot of really awesome things in game. It's been really cool to see her progress as a player. And just the other night in our guild Legendary Hound of Zoriat raid, she tanked ZZ for the first time, which is, that's a big deal. When you're new to tanking and you're trying to tank a raid boss like ZZ, like that's a really big deal. So that was really awesome. So I'm really happy to have her back. And then there's Ina, who actually took a big break. It's been about 9 months since Reaper Life 1, and she was gone for about 6 months of that time. So she just came back like a couple months ago. After Reaper Life 1, ran a couple lives with her, and then she, I think her computer crapped out, and then she just came back like a couple months ago. And then we've run several lives since she's come back together. And both of the girls are running different builds than they were the first time. And you saw a little bit about their builds in the trailer. In fact, everybody but me is playing a different build than they were in the first series. But this is my favorite build. My Druid this is my favorite tune, my favorite build, and the tune that I love and love playing. So moving on to our new members. Let's see. First we have Tanks, and Tanks is probably, maybe my oldest, closest friend in DDO. When I first joined the High Lords of Malkier, which is, maybe after I'd been playing for about a year, maybe a little bit less than that. He was the first person in the guild that I started running regularly with, and I just met him one night posting, like, hey, I'm doing this, does anybody want in guild chat? And he joined me that evening, and we ran the next night together, and the next night, and then we just ended up running like the next 10 lives together. And so he actually is just coming back from like a 3-year break from the game. And he's been back since about, I don't know, maybe January or so. And I'm really happy to have him as part of Reaper Life 2. Tanks is one of the best players in the High Lords. He's an awesome player and an awesome friend. And like I said, just so happy to have him here. And then there's Mickey D's, who is going to be our cleric. And he is the young member of our group in real life. And he's been a part of the guild for many years. He led a guild before joining High Lords. And led a lot of raids, and we ran together with him a lot back then, and it just made sense to bring him aboard. And it's funny because we have like an 18 and up policy in the guild. We don't bring anybody who's not 18 or up. But we actually bent the rules for him. When he joined High Lords, he was 17 years old. But that was, like I said, many years ago. So we've got to see him grow up a little bit, which is really cool. And I just love Mickey. I'm so happy to have him healing this crew. He's, if the guild had an official healer, an official cleric, it would probably be Mickey D's. He's an awesome dude. He's not a grinder. He likes to just keep his tunes at cap, and he loves raiding. But he's not somebody who builds up a bunch of past lives. You saw in the trailer, he doesn't have a ton of past lives. He doesn't have a ton of Reaper points. He's only starting the series with 14 Reaper points. So he's the lowbie in terms of Reaper points, too. But he's an awesome dude. He's going to bring awesome personality to the series, and I'm just so happy to have this whole crew here. Just like the first series, we're going to be running quests on higher skulls than we've ever attempted before. And the only exception to that will be like if we happen to have already run the quest on R10. But I haven't run a lot of heroic quests on R10. We're not going to be posting any videos of content below R7. Now, so far, and we're good ways into things. We're far from being done, but so far, I think the only thing we ran below R7 was Waterworks Part 1 and 2. We're only level 3 at that point, and with all those kobolds and all those casters and all those reapers in Waterworks, that's tough. I mean, even R6 was challenging. In fact, I think we tried to go in on R7 or R8, and we just got smoked, so we were just like, let's just do it on R6. And I think that's the only content we did on R6. Everything else has been R7 and above. We already have many R10 completions, which is really awesome. And one of them is going to be in this episode. This episode is going to feature 2 quests. And I knew long ago that I wanted the first quest to be R7 Butcher's Path. I've known that for months. But I thought I'd throw in the R10 Haverdasher just because it was our first quest that we ran together. And so I thought it'd be neat to just toss that in. It's a real short quest, so it's just easy to toss that in in the front. And so it's our first quest together and our first R10 completion together, so I thought that was pretty cool. But we actually failed the first attempt. In the first attempt we had a Reaper and that smoked us, so we had to start over, and we did well the second time. In these low B quests, you're going to see a lot of cookie usage. A lot of like snow elemental gems and other kinds of like, blade barrier cookies and things like that. Like that stuff is a huge help. The stuff that you get from the festival event. That stuff is a huge help in these lobies. So you're going to see a lot of that in the lobby questing. So while we do well in the video that you see, our second attempt at R10 Haverdasher, in Walk the Butcher's Path, the R7, that was a lot more challenging. I died quite a few times, and we had a total party wipe, and it was a fun challenge. These low B quests are particularly challenging because we don't have our Reaper points yet. You don't get access to your Reaper points until level 4, right? And, here at level 2, in these videos, I'm not even seriously geared. I have like 4 pieces of serious gear on. My armor, my shield, my little Vorpal scimitar, and like my my health, my false life 10 necklace, the necklace of contemplation. That's really it. And then I have like 4 more pieces of trash loot that I found in the pawn shop just to wear something in those slots. And then I have like 4 empty slots too, and I actually show very briefly that at one point in the video. So like I'm not even seriously geared at this point. But we do benefit from our past lives. So it's not like, we're not going in there naked or something. We have all of our past lives and our ship buffs and stuff. But nonetheless, without your Reaper points, like these level 2s and level 3 quests are especially challenging. And when you hit level 4 and you get access to your Reaper points, that makes a huge difference. So we do struggle. The R7 Butcher's Path is a serious struggle for us, and that's this whole series is not meant to be like, oh look how easy we're doing these high skull quests. You're not going to see a whole lot of that. Like you're going to see some quests where we perform quite well, and you're going to see some quests where we really struggle. And I want to show that too, just like in the first series. I want to show you that we do struggle, but we're challenging ourselves and doing the best that we can, and hopefully you'll have a lot of fun joining us along the way with that. One difference between Reaper Life 1 and Reaper Life 2 in terms of how Reaper has been changed is there used to be, the champions that would stack dots on you. If they were throwing spells that had like multiple hits, like a magic missile, it would stack dots on you multiple times, and then you would just get smoked from these just massive dots. That has been changed, so that's had the effect of making Reaper mode a little bit easier, maybe perhaps by a skull or so. So you're not going to see those massive dots that are just like wipe you out. But that doesn't mean that Reaper mode's easy, because I still find it quite challenging. Just like in the first series, because the quests are very challenging, you're not going to get a lot of personal narration from me during the videos, because I'm really focused on the quest itself. So I am going to be doing the intros separately. So they'll be in more real time, and I'll be able to respond to some of the viewer comments in these introductions. And after episode 1, I will be including some of the other members of the crew with me during the introductions, just like we did in the first series. In this first episode, unfortunately, I was having some audio problems. I had a headset that was shorting out, and what I didn't realize is that it had messed up with my sound settings. And so for these first couple episodes that we did that first night before I got my new headset, the only sound you're going to hear is what's coming through my mic. And so that means you're going to hear my own voice, but not really much of anything else. You're going to hear some of the others' voices like way in the background. They're going to be very difficult to hear. So that, I believe, is fixed by episode 3, so we'll just have to suffer through that. What would Reaper Life be without audio problems, right? I mean, we had issues the first time where it wasn't picking up people's voices in those first several episodes, and that was when you all encouraged me to look into some alternatives, and that's when I started using OBS, which does a better job of capturing everybody's voice. And I appreciate that you guys said that you wanted to hear that, because otherwise I wouldn't have thought to do that. And so starting with episode 3, you should hear the sounds of the game and everybody else better. And then about halfway through the series, well, actually before that, because we're not really there yet, but we start experimenting with using TeamSpeak to capture everybody's voices even clearer. So I'm hoping that that will be an improvement, but you're not going to see that until like episode 9 or so, maybe. We'll see. Alright, I think that's all I want to say for the intro up to this point. We will have a lot more to say in the future intros. So let's get to it with R10 Haverdasher and R7 Walk the Butcher's Path. When we're in the videos. Alright, try number 2 in on R10. Here we go. With our army of snowmen. Man, these charms don't last very long on R10.
Roll to 20. First kill goes to Nunzin. Second kill goes to Nunzin. And then I ran out of arrows. Fuck yeah. If you have an invulnerability on your armor, they do 0 damage even here. Like, I was fucking them up last run. It was the Phantom Reaper that really. Oh, Mary kill.
Uh-oh, we got the name. Yeah, the name can be vorpaled. Hell yeah.
We're done here?
We're done. Don't forget your collectible. Good job, guys. That was fun. Silly, but fun.
Who says who says melee sucks?
Yeah, we don't get any Reaper XP because there's only 9 kills, but hey, that's okay. We still have our pride.
I went in as a swashbuckler and I did better than my warship.
You went in as a swashbuckler. You came out a legend.
You gonna have a gag reel of all the damn jokes that have been told throughout the life.
Hurry up, step in before he tells any more terrible jokes. I need one more.
The wedding was so beautiful. Even the cake was in tears.
I need one more total party kill so that I can be humbled a little bit more for the night.
Here's a song about it.
What did he get when he caught the man with a vampire?
A male. Oh shit. Plague. Plague. One hit wonder right there. I'm not dead yet.
I sent you 3 and just now you're
Oh, it's because it's the plague.
Plague Reaper.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, cause oh shit. I was thinking he was the enemy. Don't jump in front of me, that's bullshit. Jump anywhere else.
One down. We can bring him back. Bring him back a little bit. In fact, we can bring him back around the next corner too. I don't even remember where the shrines are in this quest.
It's next to us.
We got a ooze here. Of course, it looks like it's stuck.
Yeah, you can get in there. There we go.
What do you call it? Sketchy Italian neighborhood.
A sexy Italian neighborhood?
Sketchy.
Damn, we were around the corner from the shrine too.
Well, maybe I'll try to run to the shrine.
door stays open or not. But
It's open. The answer to what you call a dysfunctional neighborhood is the ghetto.
no, I can't make it.
Neither can I.
It's nowhere.
Mama and I are in a shrine room, so this is salvageable.
Graveyard we got over here with liver. People must be dying to get in here.
Alright, I brought everyone a little closer. So there's that other.
You guys want to come on in, and I'll open the door.
Coming in.
I'm on timer, so I can't.
4, 3, 2, 1. I'll get the door. You good?
Damn.
You're right about those 50 I started with 100. How many do you think I have now?
12.
2. I have 51.
Yep.
I'm using them on you. Most of them, Ginger.
Yeah, I'm the one up front. Me and
I
Nimbin.
rush up front.
You need to wait until I'm level 20, and then you can have me pick. You know, I bought some shoes from a drug dealer once.
Cocaine.
I don't know what he laced them with, but I was tripping all day.
Wow. Okay, guys. It's another big fight. I'm gonna funnel them through here. We'll fight them right here, on our side of the tunnel.
It's on top of that hill, you should be careful about the sniper in there.
Oh yeah, do not go up that ramp. There's a plague reaper up there that I would like to let live there. You ready, Mama? Alright, we're gonna fight him right here.
There's a couple casters in this room too, so watch out.
Well, that went better than I thought it was going to.
You got a couple times minions.
Yeah, we need to kill him.
Yeah, there's a plague reaper.
Charm these guys. think I got him intimed. Yeah, and he can't get back into the pipe because the kobolds are blocking him. That was perfect. I've never used so many cure light wounds wands. We still have to kill 47 kobolds. Hey look, another Reaper. And it's a famine. And we don't have spell absorption. Might as well back it up all the way to the shrine, guys.
Back by the shrine. Hold it to it. You got him charmed with a cookie for right this second. Hopefully he'll get to work.
Famine Reapers are bums when they're charmed.
He just wrecked some kobolds. He just done charmed too, didn't he? Yes, he did. Damn it.
I think I'm gonna use the shrine.
Yeah, it's a good idea. At least next level I'll actually have some gear on. Half my slots are empty right now, and half of the ones that I do have shit in, it was just stuff I found in the pawn shop. Because I don't normally have anything but like a weapon, a shield, and armor at level 3. Or 2.
I have a whole gear set except the trinket. Back into this.
Oh, these are pretty bad. They're 50% air. Like, really bad. Get this cool tape for diving. Get deep and
Watch out.
Hey, look, a Reaper. Oh god. As soon as I open the door, I get double shot by lightning bolts.
Wow, succubus cookies.
oh, I threw a healing hand because you were dropping. Just behind the box.
There's a caster at the opening. Nice Vorpal. "27 kobolds left."
There's not a lot of bombs for this corner.
Okay, bring them back. Just bring them right back through the pipe. Right back through the pipe, guys. We'll fight on the near side of the pipe.
Family Reaper.
Yep. And that's a famine reaper. He's almost dead. He's dead. Yep, you're gonna have to run me back.
There's a shrine coming up soon too.
Mickey's already got me. Don't run ahead, guys. Thank you, Mickey. I hope that there are enough kobolds remaining, because we did run by that one group who had the Reaper. And I know it's tight.
We'll see. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to clear out this ditch right here.
There's a caster. Is that the... No, that's not a shrine.
No, no, son.
Another caster.
Back around the corner.
13. Yeah, don't go down there. What? I felt like I wasn't even near him. Look at... That's a nice triple. 3 soul stones lined right up. There's our group shot.
Hey. Got him. Oh, there he is. They got me too.
He's gonna get all of them.
Very least he didn't get all those losers. Oh, he said. This is why we always set up that just pair headphones and mic. That sounds like a problem that should be added to the list of things that got back.
It's a little bit off the drum there. It's coming for y'all now.
Wow. Wowie, wow, wow.
when I do.
Buy a shrine.
You guys for like 6 points of HP.
You get no for 14s. Legendary, I think. Who's right here? Here, Reaper. At least now we can just run to the end. If we survive this.
Okay, Mickey, run to the end and finish it for us. Or Ina.
Yes.
Yep, that's all you gotta do. Climb that ladder. And not get killed by a Fear Reaper.
We can literally just climb up that thing and run to the end and do.
Yeah, we can do it.
There's only one cobalt at the end. And I'm gonna stop the Reapers this time.
We've only made it there.
Yeah.
You just cursed her.
They're gonna
That is long as it right.
Well, even then, as long as your corpse reaches the end.